Motivation letter is the only document that can differentiate between you and other candidates. In this series, I'm focusing specifically on DAAD applications and how to prepare all the required documents step by step. In this video, we'll continue with the letter of motivation that is one of the most important parts of the DAAD application. And I'll show you how to create a strong motivation letter. Hello, my name is Masoume. I'm a DAAD scholar doing my master's degree in Germany. In this channel, I want to share my experience about applying and studying abroad, and I want to help you to do that by your own. So don't forget to subscribe for more videos and feel free to leave a comment if you have any doubt. So let's start the video. We want to see what is the requirements for letter of motivation according to the DAAD website. So, letter of motivation is one of the most important documents that you need to submit for this scholarship. Because, as I mentioned in the previous videos, the only document that can differentiate between you and other potential students is this letter of motivation. Because this is the only document that you write it by yourself, and it truly can represent your personality, and it can show that how much potential do you have. So we want to go through the requirements that the DAAD is written in the website first. So before starting, I want to mention this point here that I am not a specialist in this field. So actually reviewing a letter of motivation is something that you need experience for that, or at least you should have been a member of a selection committee in order to be able to give grades for the letter of motivation. So I'm not that person, so I cannot really with experience talk about it, but because I already applied for the DAAD scholarship and I got the scholarship, I just can show you the sources that I used myself for writing my letter of motivation, and I just can give you some points that I personally used them. But for sure, because of the DAAD rules, I cannot show my letter of motivation, but I try to give all the information that I know about that. So let's start. This is the website of DAAD. So in the preparing your application section, they have a option for this letter of motivation. So letter of motivation, you require to describe your professional and personal reasons for your planned project in Germany on at least 1 and no more than 3 pages. So the first thing to have in mind is that the length of the letter of motivation is between 1 to 3 pages, and it is something that you can write about your professional and personal reasons for that planned project in Germany. A letter of motivation gives you the opportunity to describe your personality and the reasons why you are applying for DAAD funding in your own words. So every sentence has some good information for the starting of writing your letter of motivation. So first of all, it shows your personality and also some reasons why you are applying for the DAAD. And it should be in your own words. That's the main important part of the letter of motivation. Letter of motivation should be written by yourself. Do not give it to other people to write it for you. And so what I suggest here is that to write letter of motivation as much as possible. So for example, now we are in April, and if you are planning for the next round of scholarship, for example for the Master of All Academic Disciplines scholarship, which is normally in the August, the deadline is in the last of the August. So you have like almost 4 months time. So I suggest you, if you're going to apply for that scholarship from now try to write at least one scholarship per week, one letter of motivation per week. So you'll be able to work on that. You'll be able to gather some information, some ideas about what you are going to write, how you are going to write, and you find a tone for your writing. So after that, you will be able to come up with an idea for your the last letter of motivation. The following information and questions will help you write an informative letter of motivation. So there are some points here. First, facts about your education, skills, and knowledge. So, I would like to give at least one paragraph per each of these points. So one paragraph, and one paragraph here. Or if you needed more paragraphs, but it is good that you mention all of these points in your letter of motivation. For example, facts about your education, skills, and knowledge, like studies, a study program, number of semesters if applicable, degree, professional experience if applicable, specialized knowledge like skills or language skills, and prizes and awards. So this can be for some people it can be only one paragraph, for some it may be longer. So here you just talk about some facts about your studies, your professional experience, and what I suggest here is that normally you start with this studies, and try to talk from old time to newer time. For example, you say that okay, I did my bachelor in this country, it was 8 semesters or whatever, and then you come to for example that okay, after my bachelor I did my I found an internship. For example, for 3 months I did internship, and after that I found a job. For 2 years I worked as a job title here, and I know this language, I know that language. During my for example bachelor I got these prizes. And you try to make you should not try to repeat whatever it is written in your resume or CV in your letter of motivation. It is always good that you keep a really good tone, a really good balance in your writing, in a way that it's not boring, because it is a letter of motivation and you should show how you are motivated for that scholarship. Then from the facts you move to the academic motivation. So this is some questions about why do you wish to take this study program or attend a language or specialist course for which you are applying. So if you are applying for master, here you just should mention the name of the program that you are taking. Or if you and here it is really important that you have the background. For example, there is a scenario that you may apply for a different master compared to your bachelor, and you are trying to change your degree, major or whatever. So here it is really important for you to come up with a really good justification about why you are changing your degree or your major. So, and this is the place that you can talk about. Then what appeals to you about your chosen university. So this is those 5 universities that you actually have filled the list for. You can talk about them shortly. You don't need to write a big chunk of paragraphs about that, because we don't have that much space. And then what do you hope to gain from your stay in Germany? And this is really important question that I think they will ask you even in the interview session. So this is really important question, and just think about it from different perspectives, and trust me that they like to hear the answers from different perspectives. So maybe just saying that okay, Germany is a developed country and I want to live here, it's a great country, it's not enough answer. Your answer should show that you had some researches that show that you really like to be here, and it is really helpful for you. Then there is some reasons for applying for scholarship. So why are you applying to the DAAD scholarship, and what do you expect from this scholarship, and how will the scholarship help you to achieve your whatever goals that you have. So this is also really important for the other to select the people. And the last part here is the personal interests. So personal interests are also a really important thing, I think, because here in Germany it is really important that you know your hobbies, that you know your interests, because people are not known only by their major or by their job title. They also take care of their interests, and they talk about their interests, and they care about their interests. That's why if you have really something that you can write for this, you can do that as well. So this is all the things that DAAD has mentioned for the letter of motivation. What I suggest you here again is that try to watch some YouTube videos about the letter of motivation, because letter of motivation can be in many formats. So we have letter of motivation, we have motivation letter, we have statement of purpose, we have sometimes you call it as well as essay. So it has different names, and each name sometimes they have different formats as well. So if I want to just wrap it up in a few points, I would say that keep it really in your own tone of writing, and keep it really your own word. Do not try to give it to other people. The second point here is that be cautious about using AI. So I really suggest you do not try to get ideas from AI, not at all. Don't even try to read other people's sample, okay? When you want to start, just start from yourself, just by having these points here. Okay, for example, I need to talk about this, I need to talk about that, so what can I write about it from my perspective, okay? Just try to make some sentences. It doesn't matter if the grammars are not correct, it doesn't matter if the order is not correct. Just try to have some sentences for each point, for example, okay? Then in the second step, try to make an order, a good story, like a good way of placing the sentences and paragraphs in a make that it does make sense, okay? So I always say that letter of motivation should be something that people be catched, people on, like, from the first sentence people should understand that this person is different to others, okay? That's why it is really important. That's why. And the third point here is that the first sentence is really important. The first sentence is really important. The fourth point here is that if you want to use AI, just come up with your ideas. Try to write as many as possible as to motivation letter, and after that, just for correcting the grammar issues, just give to AI and just ask it to not to change anything, just to correct the grammatic issues, not anything else. Not try to reduce your sentences, not try to change it, sentence orders or whatever, okay? You can also ask for help after that. After that, you can ask, okay, what is like your idea about it? But trust me, ChatGPT or whatever AI that you are using, they always give something to change, okay? That's why I don't like to use it for this idea, just for grammatic use. And with these points, I am sure that you can end up with a really good letter of motivation for the DAAD application. That's it for this video on the important points for the letter of motivation according to the DAAD website. I hope this helps you to write some strong motivation letters, and in the next video of this series, we'll continue with another important document for your application. If you found this useful, don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss the next parts. So see you in the next video.